Hi. Okay, so I decided to talk about the thalamus today. It's located at the top of the brainstem, in between the cerebral cortex and the midbrain. And what it does is it's basically a relay system for different sensory information. And then it like receives the sensory information, whether it be like auditory or visual or tactile or gustatory, like all of like the different senses. So it receives those signals and then it basically decides like where those should go in the brain. So it's like a relay system for them. So it sends them like back to the cerebral cortex and then it goes to wherever they need to go. So for example, it would like if you see something like you see the color yellow, I guess, it would like send a signal there and then it would tell it that signal to go to the occipital lobe because that was like vision and so you could process it there. So if the thalamus is damaged, it results in sensory confusion, which is basically like it kind of makes sense how like it would send different like the sensory signals to the different places. So for example, like if you saw the color yellow, instead of sending it to the occipital lobe, it would send it to like your temporal lobe and everything would be confused. And so sensory confusion. And then something about the thalamus that wasn't in the book or on the PowerPoints that I thought was interesting that I found online was that it's the part of the brain that causes goosebumps, like when you get cold and like you get goosebumps, which it makes sense if when you think about it because like sensory would be you'd get cold, like the cold air on you, so that would be like the sensory signal and then it sends it to your brain. But so yeah, that's the thalamus kind of for you. And sorry, there's construction out there, so sorry if there was like whatever, like yeah. Okay, but yeah, so that's the thalamus.